Get involved now. Be on the right side of history. Be on the side of good. Wear the white hat. This is your chance to be involved in human history.
You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker.
I have no idea where it's
Oh, there's another one. Another plane just hit.
I have no idea where it's
Oh, there's another one. Another plane just hit.
Behind bars here in New York City. He is facing sex trafficking charges. NBC News.
Have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. When we are successful, and we will be, and we will be.
One communist on the faculty of one university is one communist too many. Even if there are only one communist in the State Department, that would still be one communist too many.
Dr. Henry Kissinger sits in on the talks that are animated, constructive, and frank. At the summit, face to face, two leaders who direct the destiny of one out of three persons on the earth. The gate to friendly contact, says Zhou Enlai, has finally been opened.
Former CIA Director John Brennan also revealing he was once a communist sympathizer during the Cold War, for crying out loud. Are you kidding me?
I saw an article from 2003 where Comey was bragging that, yeah, I was a communist until I became whatever I am now. I'd never heard that. Comey the communist. How about, who knew that? It's amazing.
Folks, we got communists and globalists breathing down the neck of the United States.
China threatened war against us in a huge speech today.
谁妄想这样干，必将在14多亿中国人民用血肉铸成的钢铁长城面前碰得头破血流。
Weapons technology has developed in such a manner, not only with the destructiveness of weapons, but with the artificial intelligence to unleash the full capabilities of either side on the other. Let's set it some basis for some cooperative action. The world will slide into a catastrophe comparable to World War I with a technology that is even more difficult to control.
The analogy of the flame of liberty, you know, the people, half the people going to it, or I don't know, whatever the numbers are, the communists going towards the light of liberty, the torch.
They're going to extinguish it.
Exactly. They want to put it out.
We're about to be under total communist takeover, re-education. That's their plan. They don't want to just take the U.S. over. They want to butcher it, chop it in pieces for maybe 80, 90 years like the Russians. I mean, they want to break our spirit.
Out of these troubled times, our fifth objective, a new world order, can emerge. A new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. A world in which there is the very real prospect of a new world order.
Defense Secretary Dick Cheney has approved a revised draft of a policy document on the New World Order.
This would be the time, because you really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order.
You know, I don't like to think in terms of opportunities at this point. I would put it, at least in my area, more in terms of the biggest challenge that we face. And we are in the midst of one of the historic global transformations that is going to eventually lead to a new world order.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
This information, this intelligence is tough to swallow because they haven't really seen it play out like we have in InfoWars for the last decade.
The juxtaposition of this with, say, Hunter Biden is extraordinary. Hunter Biden still has a $200 million stake in a investment fund in which his partner is the Chinese Communist Party.
We need to really understand this could be the last July 4th ever in this country. In fact, you could say last year was. We really are a conquered nation. If we're not honest with ourselves about how much trouble we're in, we have no hope. So I'm just asking listeners to realize that this is the moment of truth. Either people realize this is a globalist takeover at every level and reject it, or we just acclimate ourselves and submit to it, and it's over. Gay frog jokes are always worth a good laugh, and I've certainly played along with the mainstream media's attacks on myself and others to try to expose the fact that
What's up? We're live. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chris from Austin. I'm with Wesley Boyd from the People's Republic of Oregon, and here we are exposing the New World Order takeover live. How are you doing today?
Yeah. Oh, we're doing well. I mean, I like secret police. I don't know about you.
No, I think it's I mean, I don't know why people don't want their 8-year-olds to be transgender. I mean, we just got to be more respectful and understanding, and then, you know.
Dude, right? I mean, we just need to let the Capitol Police just be coming to our doors and asking us for extremists, and, you know, maybe take us down to their little torture station, and we just need to know it's for our safety. You know?
Yeah. Man, incredible moments that we're living right now. America is really, I mean, it's pretty obvious to me, just if you look at history and look at all the other communist socialist takeovers that have happened, it's always the same way. It's always about resetting society and starting brand new and erasing the old. And that's why they're pushing real heavily all this transgender crap and all this pedophile and rainbow colored with transgender queer alliances. I don't know. You know what I mean? The whole rainbow mafia.
I don't understand. Yeah, why are the embassies have rainbow flags? Aren't flags the official U.S. buildings supposed to be very specific and only authorized? You can't have an unauthorized American flag flying above anything. So why is the LGBTQ flag why is it the rainbow flag got put up there?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge deal. That's pretty much.
You can't just start flying whatever up there.
We endorse degeneracy, and you notice how there's the pedophiles are trying to attach themselves to the transgender and gay rights movement, right? Because they already have everything. It's all part of the plan. It's all about changing the old and convincing you that that this is good and this is beneficial to you, and this is going to help everybody out, and it's a new time for change. Huge deception. I mean, I don't think I have to tell you it's a deception, right? It should be pretty clear. What do you think about China coming out and pretty much saying, we're going to kick everyone's ass and we're in charge now?
Kind of hard to say with them. How much of it is a paper tiger and how much of it is, legitimate, threats? It's like, are they saying they can take over Taiwan, Hong Kong? Yeah. And can they? Yeah. Can they take over a lot of the countries that are really close to them? Yeah. But you go further than that, dude, you're talking a lot of manpower, a lot of money, and now a lot of countries are going to stop trading with you. And I guess what? I guess the only way to do it is America finances China to invade America. Maybe that's the angle. Maybe and then they're gonna. But as far as in the whole world, I don't think they're gonna rule the world. It's gonna be they're trying to be the head globalist, and they're trying to be the globalist now, and the globalists don't like it. And there's it's not always two sides. You know that. There's multiple sides fighting amongst each other. So China's just trying to bolster itself and making itself more badass. Russia does it in its own way. They just say we have no missile. It goes faster than any missile ever. It cannot run everything. You cannot stop missile. And it's like, okay, cool. That's what they do. It's just go for it. They're anyway.
Right now the whole plan was the people that run the world at the top, the international bankers, the Luciferians, pedophile, multi-generational Satanists, that group that is trying to run the show, they try to co-opt the Chinese. They try to get the Chinese to go in on the plan and be I guess the economic part of the whole deal, because China's got 1.5 billion people, pretty much guaranteed slave labor for free. So, and it was a good place to test out policies and the one-child policy, population control, all these other extreme stuff, organ harvesting, and
they're all evil.
Yeah, so that is who we're up against. And I don't think people understand. You will be seeing in your lifetime a world war involving China versus the US. So, I think everybody can feel it. Right now, this is kind of when you're in sports and you're playing a match and you're going to play the championship game. And this is when you're in the locker room, you're putting your clothes on, you're putting your jersey on, getting ready for the game. You hear the fans in the outside. You hear the muffled crowd. You can hear the excitement building up. You can feel it, the tension, a little nervous. It's a final championship game, everything on the line. It's coming up, just a matter of time before you're out there on the pitch. That's what it's like now. Okay, and that's where I'm at, and that's where everybody needs to be at too. Decide what side is trying to get everybody there. But don't you feel like it feels like it's just a matter of time before the bomb goes off? So are you ready for when we inevitably go face off against Nazi evil empire 2.0?
Right, I guess.
Yeah, and let me pull something up here.
Yeah. What do we got up on the ticket so far? Oh, can we talk about Rumble?
Yeah, let's discuss Rumble.
Okay, so I'm on the platform. We're gonna stay on the platform, and I may make a few anti-Rumble videos, see what the hell they'll do. And I'll push it, see what they do, because it's not against their TOS. Now, okay, little backstory. Donald Trump. Why has he not been on Gab from the day one, at least being, kicked off Twitter? He should have gone on there as soon as he got censored on Twitter, as soon as they pushed him down, as soon as they kicked him off for a few hours. That one time he should have been like, I'm off Twitter. I'm going to put a link to my Gab, and that's going to be the last thing I do on Twitter. And then he should have went to... that would have put a lot of pressure, and they would have been fine. They would have grown. But now, Kushner... Anybody who doesn't know, we can watch an Andrew Torba video interview on Van.video. And the only reason Lauren Winsky actually did the first interview when Andrew Torba was talking about this. Andrew Kushner said Donald Trump will come to Gab if they ban all anti-Semitic content,
right,
and banned people who were anti-Jewish, blah blah, all that stuff that's not against the law, not calls for violence, not pornography, just saying, hey, I think Israel is bad because I think Jews are bad because, which might be vile, but that's your right to say that. It's a First Amendment protected right. And Andrew Torba said, no, I will not sacrifice free speech just for Donald Trump. That's not how this works. I didn't need him before and I don't need him now. Well, maybe he didn't say that, but that's how I feel. But anyway, so now guess what? Donald Trump is on Rumble. So what did Rumble do recently? They changed their TOS. So now anti-Semitic comments and anti-Jewish comments are not allowed on Rumble. Anything anti-Semitic, anything against Jews. So
I guess Nick Fuentes is not allowed.
He's not even anti-Semitic.
No,
he's just
but,
he talks bad about Palestine, like Israel. So he's not allowed either. So now Rumble has made their terms clear. So I don't really like them no more. I think we need to go Gab TV and stay there.
Effective immediately, our Gab account is now terminated. No, but seriously,
our Rumble account is terminated. If anything.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Wow.
No, well, I mean it's a weird spot to be in because I feel like these I don't know what's up with Kushner. I'm starting to think he's a snake for sure. I just don't know because how would I personally know? There's so many players in the game.
Just that alone. Gab. Just with Gab alone, that's a dirty move. Kushner was the one Kushner's been pulling the strings from the beginning. He's the one that screwed him up.
Being blackmailed to sabotage the Trump campaign. I don't know if he's been a selfish person the whole time. I don't know what's going on, but he's definitely
Ivanka is friends with
Trump.
Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton. So what does that tell you?
He's definitely held Trump back in many ways. I think the social media is obviously we're discussing right now. That's a big one. There was also, I think he kept them from like InfoWars. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, probably. Brave New World. Dude, Ivanka, I don't trust her. Remember the Brave New World video she did?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't really trust that woman.
Ivanka grew up in New York. She's a rich, upper class girl. She wants to be liked by the media. She wants to be cool. Her friends are probably liberals, in the power structure. I mean, she's friends with Chelsea Clinton. That's as Illuminati as it gets. Chelsea Clinton with her upside down cross necklaces.
So, I don't know. I'm just getting to the point where I don't want anything to do with the Trumps because they've reek of failure now. Even his sons. I like his sons, but what have they done? Really?
Well, I don't know. I think Donald Trump Jr. is doing good. It's just so much pressure at that stage, and these guys. Trump could handle it because Trump was born for the moment, but Ivanka, she wants to be liked by the media. She wants to get invited to all the parties and the balls and galas. Here we go. Chelsea Clinton.
I don't really. The thing is, they could do the common man thing. I'm not really in it. I don't want to do anything political, legal, whatever. What I want is them to start doing, broadcasts like more often. Okay, Donald Trump Jr. does. He does do them on Rumble, and that's just because he doesn't know any better, whatever. But it's like he needs to be on Gab and talking to Andrew Torba. He needs to be on InfoWars. They all know. Like, they need to go on all the alternative media. It's like, they're scared because the liberals are going to make fun of them and call them bad names.
I can't believe
they're going to make fun of you and call you bad names anyway.
Pretty big
he should have went on again. He should have made a as soon as they started making fun of him, he should have been like, "Oh, that gets under your skin. I'm doing it again, and doing it again." And he should have just done it throughout the whole 4 years. Boom, 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 boom. Make it a weekly thing. I say, like, he knew how powerful InfoWars was. He should have just been doing it. Like, this is the place where I need to talk to the American people for real. Like, I know they're censorship proof. They're not going to cut me off. That would have been more than enough, I think, to bolster everything. He would have been told the real information. He should have been digging into InfoWars stuff. He should have been doing all kinds of stuff. But he depended on advisors.
Yeah, and I mean, we could debate all day on did he do enough, did he not do enough. I think we talk about this all the time, but I don't see a political solution to this. I'm not saying go out and get your guns and meet me in Washington. I mean, I'm not even going to go there.
Spiritual problem.
So tense. Yeah, I mean, obviously
problem.
we've got a spiritual problem in the nation. People are so divided, and it just feels, you can feel the tension. And no matter, even if like there was no way Trump was going to get 100, I guess is what I'm saying. Some people were like, "Oh, well, you got a 95, but you didn't get the last 5 points because there was no way he was ever going to get a perfect score." I don't even think he could have gotten an A. At the most he gets like a low B because the job is just so hard, and like he's surrounded by traitors. All that.
All I wanted him to do was be a bully pulpit, though.
Yeah. I don't know. Did he do enough? Did he not do enough? At the end of the day, it was a better choice than Hillary, and it did give us that break in between that, we would have been, this that we're living in now would have been like 3 years ago. So
sometimes I think it would have been better. Would have slapped people out of their complacency.
I don't know. There's just no way Hillary could have won. I feel like they wanted Trump to win, to crash, start the collapse under him, and then blame it on the conservative.
I think they didn't want the opposition to voter stuff till right now. 4 years they've been able to. I think their whole plan was to build up the whole, you're a terrorist, you're a extremist, right-winger, alt-right, and now, January 6th, and then every time anybody talks about voter fraud for Trump, they're like, oh, that's made up, extremist, white supremacist, you're a terrorist. So now it's like they feel they can shut the argument down. And I don't think it's working, because there's people like people liberals, everybody knows a liberal, and it's just like, wait, Bill is my neighbor and he's a nice guy and he's helped me fix my car and he's not an extremist white supremacist, he's just an American right winger. What the fuck what are you guys talking about? Even the liberals are like, what are you saying? Like everyone, all of them, like you fly an American flag and you're a right winger, you're a terrorist? That makes no sense.
That's where the government is taking this. You're going to get arrested for visiting Infowars.com and
it's going to take
stuff like that. While stuff like this goes on, same country.
Yeah. You're going to think that I can just go get arrested. People are going to think I can just get arrested and go to court and I can work it out because the legal system, and then look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, check this out right here. Right here. Big story right here. FBI refused to take Hunter Biden's hard drives that contain child pornography during raid. So
this is kind of old story, but it's still very relevant.
Yeah. Well, I guess we didn't cover it, but Giuliani, the New York bar kicked them out. They pretty much said because we disagree with you politically, you cannot practice law anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The FBI is raiding grandmas that walked into the Capitol on the January 6th event, you know, the one the police opened the doors for. But then Joe Biden's son is out here making porn videos with his own underage niece and uploading them to his Pornhub account, and you know, he's walking around free man.
Right. But so during the raid that Giuliani experienced in the FBI, so they were supposed to take all electronic devices and storage things, right? Everything. But he asked him, "Hey, I've got these Hunter Biden hard drives. Do you want these?" And they're like, "No, we don't want those." And they walked away. And he pointed out, you know, I could have been lying. Those could have been not Hunter Biden. It could have been mine with incriminating evidence, and you didn't take it. Like he's like, this is the strangest thing ever. Like the warrant says everything, and they didn't take everything, because if they took that, they'd have to look at it and log everything they saw, and there'd be a record of it.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with what's his name. Well, is there ever going to be justice, even though we know they've got this info? I doubt it, just because, I mean, they run everything now. They really have full control, I would say. But this time,
final justice, maybe.
Since they know they almost got caught, it's like they're not even gonna think about giving you the slightest chance. You know, we're just gonna do. That's why everything Biden's doing is just so radical, because they're like, shit, it was a close call. We almost lost it. We're lucky we even got here. We should have just stole it 4 years ago. But you know, now that we're here, let's go ahead and speed things up before
it's all or nothing.
Yeah, before people start catching on, because everybody's already starting to realize something's not right here.
Right. And I think we just have years of struggle. And it's like, what are we going to get at the end of that struggle is the only question.
Shout out to Baggy Tony tuning in. I remember seeing him around.
Baggy Tony.
Yeah, see you. Yeah, dude. Speaking of Biden, let me just play a short video of this is where things are at. Okay, this is just you know, and I'm not saying I want everybody to be stressed out about this, and well, you should be stressed out about this, but
we don't know who runs our country right now.
Yeah,
we don't even know who. Well, like, it's not even like a pretense of the president running things.
Yeah, things are really bad. I mean, this dude is obviously out of his mind. I don't know what the exact term would be, but he's got some sort of dementia. He's not over there. He keeps
and we're not just making fun of him. We're saying like he's not running anything. So what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, don't people catch on to this? Because I know the mainstream media doesn't report on all the little glitches he has and all the dementia moments. But
who's gonna take him out? Congress? They're gonna have to impeach him and all that. They're not gonna do that. Even the Republicans aren't gonna do that. Like who? As soon as someone drafts articles of impeachment, then I'll listen.
The
Republicans are so spineless, dude. They should have been like, as soon as he starts slurring his words and everything, they should have started asking the question and then drafted articles of impeachment. As soon as he started losing his mind, like just asking where he is and moving around, like all the classic symptoms. There's a few doctors in Congress.
Yeah, Rand Paul. Anyway, let's play the video here. Joe Biden visiting a cherry farm with Michigan Governor Tyron Whitmer, the lady that tells you can't leave your house.
Oh, Miss Joker.
Yeah, then she goes vacations everywhere else. Let's see. Let's take a look here.
The one who's the victim of a fake, FBI staged kidnapping.
Yes.
That one? Oh, okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure.
Pay attention. What am I doing? He said at the end. He's like, he's not even like paying attention to them. He's just like, Anyway, yeah, this dude has no idea what planet he's on. He's every day he's worse, and I do think they're gonna take him out this year. I'll say it. Shit, I'll put
all
money
these
on
liberals,
it.
these liberals don't even pay attention. They're like so like involved in, oh, I'm with the president. Oh, my guy's president. Trump's gone. Yay! I didn't like Trump. Dude, it's so fucked. Dude, I can just tell. I went to the coast, Oregon coast, and I could just like tell every flaming liberal. I could just tell just the way they walk, the way they talk, like the Trump haters. We had this guy across from us in a campsite, and he was just no, he was in a van. But dude, this guy like he just like acted so shitty because we came in and we're across the way from him because he thought it was gonna be empty. And it's like, dude, it's the week before 4th of July, and it's like hot for the Oregon coast. Like it rains and doesn't get very warm most of the time. We actually got 70s, 80-degree weather on the beach, which was pretty cool. But anyway, and he's just like all pissed off about it. I'm just like thinking, and I have my bumper sticker I got for free from Infowars.com says the media is the virus. And my van was pointing directly with its backside to him the whole time. And he was just so mad about it. Dude, it was great. I was just like, wow, just entitled. Like I want to like probably some professor or something, someone who's never like someone who doesn't like who thinks that all their liberal policies are perfect and it's just people are stupid. Which is like, that's the whole thing. People want to act with like, oh, this is how people should be, so this is what we're going to do. It's like, well, how about we act like people are the way people are, and we need to work around that, because that's actually the way you work. That's the way people actually get things done. CIA take him out? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
CIA is a really big blanket term for like contract killers and MK Ultra freaks,
whatever you want to call it, the underground, the powers that be. I mean, I know you could get into are they the government groups? Are they
funded by USAID?
Are they the multi-generational occult families? All of that mixed into one. I mean, I just saw a great video breaking down the power structure not the power structure, but so, the way things really started taking off was after World War II, where they had the advanced, like, alien technology and all that. And then Eisenhower they formed, like, pretty much a group that was outside of the Constitution to where it was pretty much exempt from old laws. And it was supposed to be super emergency thing because we've got these weird aliens showing up and we don't know who they are, and we need to be ready just in case anything happens, and we've got all this technology.
Yeah, that's always the way it's sold. Just in case, we need to throw out all the rules and all of the standards we have, just in case there's an emergency. Sometimes we need to do things that we make specific rules against and punish you hard for not following those rules. Sometimes we have to go outside those rules because we're better. And it's just like, Sounds like you just want rules for thee and not for me thing.
No, yeah, and anyways, I think they're gonna take him out at some point this year, and I don't know what's gonna happen next, but there's only.
I think he's gonna have an accident. I think he's gonna have an accident. He's just gonna like get in a car wreck or something. It's gonna be like, oh, he can't be president no more. Whoopsie diddle. Princess Diana, his ass, maybe. I don't know.
To go to shoot him while he's out getting ice cream or something, and then say, "Oh, see, Trump supporters, we gotta go get him. They're violent."
Or they just stop giving as much medication, as many steroids. That's probably what he's on: high grade steroids, and epinephrine, and antibiotics, and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, like let's just keep the kids away from him 1 week.
Yeah. Little Johnny thinks Joe Biden's the greatest, runs up and hugs him, and Joe just dies from excitement.
Yeah,
and then like
nasty person. Here's one thing I did want to bring up, and I know a lot of people. I notice a lot of people have it twisted, and they think Joe Biden is actually a decent man, and yeah, I disagree with him, but I think he's doing his best to try to get the country back together. Bullshit. Joe Biden is a multi-generational Satanist who rapes his own daughter. I mean, if you want the truth, there it is.
I just bring up Hunter Biden.
I know that's like this isn't what CNN is going to be telling you. Okay, this is the real hardcore shit right here.
People try to be like, "Oh, did you hear what Joe Biden did? It was good. I like that." You see, and then it's just like people are like, "Oh, I like what the governor did." Like our governor, they're wanting to take more land from the Snake River. And then you have people saying like, "Oh, I agree with it because it works out good for me because I like to go fishing and kayaking there." So it's just like, oh yeah, so it's good for you, but they're just going to take more land to preserve it. And it's like, and it's just a giant boondoggle for whatever. It's going to be sold off or something's going to happen later that nobody's going to think about. Nobody's going to care about at that point. But it's like, everybody's like, well, I like it for me, for my reasons. And I'm just like, I don't care if it's a reason I like. I don't really like the government doing more stuff, getting more land, getting more power. Anytime the government wants more power, I say no. They have enough. They need to relinquish some for a couple 100 years.
Yeah. The government should. I don't know why people are obsessed with like letting the government take care of everything. Because.
Right. That's what I say. You want the river protected? Go buy up the damn river area. Go buy it up. Okay. You and a bunch of people go buy it up and fix it up and keep it all nice. But then guess what? You're going to realize, oh shit, these taxes suck. We're not doing anything with this land. And it's just, going fallow. And oh no, there's a fire. And now we got to pay the government to put out this said fire. Oh no. It's just like, this is not that profitable. And people would quit very quickly. But because it's the government is shoveling money to the parks.
Wildfire firefighter.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, screw that. Like, it's burning right up the mountain here. I don't give a shit. But anyway. But it's like, why is it that the government needs to just keep taking more to preserve it? If it needs preserved that bad, you can figure out a way to fund it if it's worth it. It's just like, what they do with the game preserves in Africa? They sell the old bull elephants, the ones that are going to die in a few years anyway. They sell tags to those for like $100,000 a piece. No, $100,000 can buy you in Africa. It's like they sell you an ability to be there and then sell you the trip. And then that's how they fund all the rest of the animals. It's like it works out. people will figure out a way if there's really a need. And people don't want. And honestly, I say if it's that important you can prove to me why I should spend the extra money to clean up.
Well, what was I gonna say here? Yeah, definitely not for bigger government. These are the people that are running. These are the people that they're trying to convince you to let these people run your lives. These are the people that supposedly know what's best because the government.
Well, I mean, do you sell blow paint art that sells for millions of dollars? Huh? Do you, Chris?
All the time. Nah.
Oh, well, shit, then you understand Hunter Biden quite well. He does know everything. That man's an artist, an oil guy. He's an energy guy. His dad taught him everything about Amtrak. That's why he knows about Amtrak too. You know,
according to
jack of all trades, a videographer.
He's also
adult film star, felon.
He's also a lecturer
unconvicted felon
at Tulane University.
Oh shit! This guy's got quite a resume. He's got millions of dollars of housing in L.A. You know.
Yeah, he's a porn director and he's also a talent himself. So you know.
And don't ever say crackheads can't ever live a good life, good stable life.
Yeah, who says you can't? Who says just because you're crack addiction you'll never, make it to the top? Well,
maybe
shit, this motherfucker got a book deal and everything.
Maybe he decided to switch to Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, check this out. This is really weird and it's really creepy. I don't even know why was Joe bombed out of his ass when he typed this. He told Hunter, his son, he said, "Your addiction is a disease from mommy and me." Joe Biden admits to battle with addiction and newly released text messages to Hunter. So let me give you guys.
What does that mean?
The breakdown. So apparently Joe Biden also had addiction problems.
Or Joe Biden touched his kids. What's more likely? We have video of him touching kids.
Shit.
Maybe mommy and me.
4K.
These people.
60 frames per second video of Joe Biden molesting everybody. All age ranges.
We have diary entries of Hunter talking about how he molested his niece. And Joe Biden said, "Don't worry about it."
That, we've got pictures.
Yeah, so it's like, okay. Okay, like it sounds like a little bit more than just a little bit of addictions going on in this family.
Yeah, so check it out. Here's the inside scoop. Joe Biden admitted to battle with addiction, newly released text messages to his son Hunter. And this was Daily Mail reporting this. It's not like we got this from supernews.com. Okay. How 5 members of the Biden family have spent time in rehab for drug and alcohol abuse and for sex addiction. Okay, and it's just weird because this is supposed to be a respected family in high circles, high society, senator, vice president. Hunter Biden has struggled with alcohol and crack addictions. Haley, who was Bo's widow, that was Hunter's brother's wife, who then Hunter ended up sleeping with, and he was also smashing her while she was still married to his brother. She struggled with a crack problem. Okay. Now Joe's daughter, Ashley, Hunter's sister, has also struggled with alcohol and I believe cocaine problems. She had to get treatment. She's the one whose diary we have where she says, I remember having inappropriate showers with Joe, and I remember getting undressed with the neighbor's kid. That's how Satanists work, man. They have like Tuesday meetings where everybody gets raped. Joe's slimy brother Frank battled alcohol addiction in the past. He was ordered by a judge to go to rehab after a drunk driving offense in 2004. Joe's niece, Caroline Biden, was also ordered a rehab after a DUI. And in the text message, you got Joe Biden telling Hunter, comforting him while he was in California, spending Father's Day in rehab away from the family. And he says,
I don't know.
It's a disease from mommy and me, but you're proud and strong, and
I like, totally normal father-son relationship is reflected in that picture that him and Hunter took together.
It's so
did you
crazy
see that?
because in the text he's like, "Love you so much, Dad." Yeah, see what?
Did you see that picture of Hunter and Hunter and Joe? Like weird.
Oh,
It's like black and white, and they're all like the faces really close together. It's like this weird. It's like looks like Hunter's like a hostage the way he's looking, and like Joe's like holding his head or something. It's just like the weirdest picture.
Are you
I
saying
don't know
Joe
about.
Biden sexually abused his son Hunter,
Oh yeah.
thereby causing his crack addiction.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would bet money.
Well, I am shocked. I am very shocked. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect from the Satanist family? Satanists aren't like, and this is a picture Wesley was talking about. Are you guys ready to see this? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you know this, you can't unknow it. That's another thing. That's why it's so hard dealing with all this pedophilia, Satanism in high circles and in the influence circles. Once you know it, you can't unknow it. So once you understand that's really how the world runs, and that Jeffrey Epstein was servicing, the royal family in England and all the rich people in New York and Hollywood, Bill Gates, you can't unknow it.
Everyone who knows this stuff would rather know it than not know it, though.
That's true. That's true. But it's kind of like you want to know the truth. You want the knowledge. You want the real knowledge. You want to know the truth. You want to not live in deception anymore. Okay, fine. Here it is. But just know it's not going to be that pretty. Now, at the end of the day, yeah, you will be better off knowing this info, as gruesome as it is. And
right.
Here's that picture you're talking about.
Yeah, weird. There's several, aren't there?
Yeah, I think, but it was this one though.
Yeah.
It's like, somebody
That's
please
just a
save me.
weird picture.
Yeah, look at, with his eyes closed. That's gay as hell. Man, that's gay.
Like normal father-son picture, you're standing there shoulder to shoulder, real proud. Like, that's, but whatever.
But yeah.
Anyway, this is what happens when you give crack money.
Decide what side, everybody. Don't get caught on the pedophile side. I can't believe I'm actually
the devil owns the fence.
Yeah, very true. Devil owns the fence. Everybody, please subscribe to Side with Side, Rumble, Minds, Twitter, Periscope, DLive, Locals, Gab, and Blessing 777 on YouTube. And we are uploading on Rumble pretty much weekly now, about 3 times a week. So, any other announcements?
No, sir. I'm good.
All right, we're good to go. Thank you for tuning in, everybody.